Hi guys, Robo46 here and welcome yourselves to round 6 of Robo's Racing League on Valentino Rossi, the game on the Xbox One. Now today we are racing at the MotoRanch for the first time in the league. So we have flat tracking, which means that the points we get in this race only go towards the rider standards. They do not count towards the team championship. So let's have a look at qualifying. And it was R. Morland who was on pole, followed by F1 Fan in second. I was third. Biker was 4th, Dylan 5th, GSXR Matt was 6th, Pit Bike Rider 7th, Moorland 97 8th, Brandy Scales 9th, Gidsy 10th, and FIFA Master 11th. Paradise was online but didn't want to join the race for some reason, so because it was so late I couldn't find a replacement. I did ask someone but unfortunately they didn't reply. Anyway, let's go over and start the race now. Now, being on third, I am in a stupid place. Look where my bike is looking, like straight for that house over there. So I've got to turn straight away, but not too bad start. But as we get into the first corner, a couple of them go wide, which opens the gates for me to go into the lead. And now I am leading the race. And someone else went wide there. And got a couple of people right on my tail at the moment, so I need to see what I can do and hopefully either pull away or they'll get ahead of me and they'll pull away. This is Dylan, who is right behind me in second place at the moment. And I mean right behind me. There he is. Got Moorland 97 as well in third, fighting with bikers. Dylan tries to come through, doesn't quite manage it. Manages just to get a better exit, but as we go downhill here, I go very wide, lose a load of traction, which allows Dylan to come through up into the lead, and I move down to second. Into the next corner, I manage to get the inside line and get back straight into the lead as we start to go up to the slow corners now. Dylan tries to get up the inside here, which again will put him on the inside for this corner, which it does. Very slow corner, so he's back in the lead, but now I'm on the correct side for the next one. So I managed to get back into the lead as well. Now we've got a bit of a battle on our hands at the moment. Go a bit wide here, which allows Dylan through. But again, I'm on the correct side for the next one, which means I'm back into the lead. I'll go wide on the exit again. And now Dylan is on the inside. Bit of a collision there, but nothing to write home about. So Dylan is back in the lead. And I am now in second place. And that is the end of the first lap. Now, could I re-attack Dylan at any point as we come to the first corner? Get a slight better exit than him, but not allowing me to get past him. He goes a bit wide there. We're trying to get slight better traction up the hill. Don't quite manage it. Into this next corner here, he goes a bit wide, which allows me to close up a little bit. So we've got Biker in third at the moment. So that's who that arrow is behind me. Of course, Dylan's leading. I'm second. He goes a bit wide there, which allows me to close in even more. And then we get ready to go left and then go downhill again for the fast section. He went wide there, which allowed me to close in this time. Unfortunately, couldn't get past him like he did to me on the previous lap. But yeah, he's definitely not getting away. He's gone a bit wide again. I get slight better line through there, which allows me to close right up on him again. And get around here, someone had actually knocked the cone into the racing line, which is a bit annoying. Managed to avoid it, we both did. But up the inside now into the slow corner, and we're back in the lead on lap 2. And then see if I can pull away or if he will battle with me some more. Got a bit wide there. Not too bad. He comes up the inside here. Again, I go a bit wide on the exit, so he is back now in the lead. Now I'm on the wrong side because I'm trying to go around the outside of him. That won't work. We've only got a couple corners left of this lap. And close in a little bit. And then into the first corner. Again, a bit of a better exit than Dylan. And into this corner, he has a bit of a weird line, a little bit of a touch, but again, nothing to write home about. I was actually expecting this race to be like a lot well, a very dirty race as we just go back into the lead there. Yeah, I was expecting it to be quite really aggressive and loads of people taking each other out, but actually it was fairly clean, which is all good. Don't mind a little bit of bumping and barging, but as long as you're not taking the piss, then obviously it doesn't matter. So Dylan has got Biker for company at the moment. We've got 0.6 of a second lead, which isn't much at all around this circuit. Biker still there in third. So still in the lead at the moment. Someone has actually hit that cone again, so it's actually gone closer to the inside of the track, which means it's well out of the way. I don't have to worry about hitting that cone, because in time trial I did hit that cone a couple of times, and when the cone's on its side and you go over it, it lifts the front up in the air and causes you all kinds of problems. So Dylan's right with me again, as is Biker. Crash for Matt a bit further back. Trying to pull away from Dylan now. Bit of a bad line from me there, which made me really slow. Dylan is right on us as we come to the end of lap 3. Would he try and attack into the final corner? He did think about it, but not quite managing it. To the first corner, I would go very wide. Dylan comes up the inside, but not quite managing to do it that time. So going to the next one, he puts up the inside again. And again, just managing to keep the lead for a moment, and then eventually he comes past with better drive, but goes a bit too deep there, which allows us back into the lead. So a pretty good battle at the moment between myself and Dylan. Always going well. All pretty much really clean passes as well. Like I said, a little bit of contact at some points, but nothing that's really out of order or anything. It's all good fun. You know, go downhill again. So he's still right there. Biker's still there as well in third, I think. Bit wide on the exit here. We're looking good at the moment. No one's hit that cone again, which is good, because obviously, like I said, that's in a good place now where people shouldn't be hitting that. In fourth place, I think that is R. Moorland, who is catching Biker at the moment. So he's coming to join the party. Oh, up the inside comes Dylan. But again, I'm on the correct side again, which allows me back into the lead. Just managed to stay ahead of him out that corner as he tries to come up the inside again. Not quite managing it. And that's the end of lap 4. This race was going very quickly. At the inside, Dylan comes, forces his way through into the lead. Now we're back to second. Then get a slight better exit out of that corner and back into the lead we go. So it's chopping and changing all the time at the moment. When Dylan strikes, got to strike back straight away. And he tries doing the same to me as well. Obviously when there's a gap, you just got to go for it, especially on the flat tracking, because this track is quite one line. It is quite difficult to overtake, but a lot of people make mistakes quite often. R. Moorland has just got Biker now. You see them a bit further back now. They've got 1.1 second over Dylan at the moment, which is the biggest that gap has been so far. So we're at the halfway stage of the race as well, lap 5 of 10. And you may notice that tyres aren't going off because there isn't a tyre wear option for this game mode. So you can't choose whether it's on or off, it's just constantly off. You can't change that, which I think is a good thing really, because I don't know what would have happened if the tyres would have gone off, but I don't think that tyres really go off that much in flat tracking on like loose gravel. So Dylan closing back in at the moment, and R. Moorland, he is closing in as well, or trying to. So Biker back down to 4th at the moment, as we come to finish lap number 5 now. And then into the first corner for lap number 6. Dylan closes in even more. Our Moorlander's fastest lap. So he's closing in on Dylan, who is closing in on me. So it's all closing in at the front. I just got to try and keep it neat and tidy and try not to make any mistakes to allow them through. Like I said, Dylan is right there. He's always looking for a way to come past. Obviously, him and our Moorland fighting for the championship at the moment. Dylan in first, our Moorland in second. So at the moment, still half a second over Dylan at the moment, but that could like go at any time. I got a bit of air going downhill then, which I was actually quite lucky not to crash there, because you can crash if you're too violent over that little jump there. We've actually pulled away from our Moorland a little bit, so I think he made a mistake or something. Dylan's closed in on me a bit, and we've pulled away from our Moorland. Still in the lead. Crash at the back for FIFA Master, who's in 11th place. And we were going to start getting into a problem now, because on the crossover this bit, obviously if you're going a lot quicker than someone, you could actually end up having a bit of a collision there with them doing the first part of the lap and you doing the last part of the lap, because obviously that's the same part of track for both sections. So just got to be a bit careful on the crossover. As we go into lap 7, Dylan tries to come up the inside. Unfortunately, he ends up crashing. Fortunately for me, I don't come off, so I managed to stay on. And we've only got a few laps left now. Matt crashes in 9th place. I went a bit wide there. 3.1 seconds over Dylan now, so obviously that gap is massive at the moment compared to what it has been throughout the whole race. It's all going well. Well, for us anyway. But yeah, definitely lucky not to get collected by Dylan there. I think he just went in a bit too hot. I went in a bit too hot as well, to be fair. I went a bit wide and he went in a bit hotter. Unfortunately, collided with me and down he went. So he's actually closed that gap in loads to 1.5 seconds. I did make a few mistakes on this lap. Gone wide there as well. So he's almost right with me again, so he didn't really lose too much time. I think our Moorland's had a crash as well. He's definitely made some mistakes anyway, because he's dropped further back now. And Bike It isn't that far behind him, and Pit Bike Rider. So lap number 7. We're coming to the end of now. And I think this may be a lap now where we get into a crossover. There's one person going through the crossover. No, this one was safe. And then we get ready to finish lap number 7 and start lap number 8. Having fun at the moment in the lead. The longest I've been in the lead for any races in the league so far. I was loving it. Of course, Dylan was catching us, which was a bit worrying. We are on lap 8. A bit wide there again from me, which was losing me a bit of time. So it's 1.5 still. Around here, I was definitely losing a bit of my speed now. Dylan was almost right with us. See the arrow there. So that gap was probably below a second now. So we can start to go downhill again. See what it is at the split. That's 1.3, so it's only come down 2 tenths at the moment, which is obviously good for me. Just waiting for him to re-attack. We actually pulled away a little bit there. So I think someone had actually hit that cone again, because it's moved even further in on the infield. So it's 1.2, so no, that gap would come down. But Dylan had a crash there, which I didn't actually realise when I was racing. So yeah, crash there from Dylan. He's still in second place at the moment, but he has got our Moorland all over the back of him now. So we've got quite a big gap now. And this is a crossover bit. I was talking about someone coming downhill. Luckily they go very wide to allow me back through. Obviously they knew that I was in the lead and going right as they go left. But that was one thing I was really worried about, because when you're playing against AI, obviously they don't know what's going on and they will just come down there and collide with you and knock you off and that, which is a bit annoying. But luckily people played it smart and yeah, that went well. So that's one of the things I was worried about, was that crossover. But luckily, yeah, it all went fine. Crash for F1 Fan, who's in 8th. We're obviously on the penultimate lap now as well. So it was all going alright. Dylan was trying to close back in on me. We had quite a decent lead. A crash for Brandy Scales in 6th. See what it is at the split. It was 4.1 seconds, so it was going alright at the moment. We were catching someone else here, but luckily they were going right and we were going left, so didn't have to worry about actually overtaking them. The gap was pretty consistent, I think, 3.4, so it actually gone up a little bit. Of course, we've only got one lap left after this. Trying to keep it together, try not to spin up the rear too much, try not to crash. And obviously try not to get a penalty as well, because it is so easy on this track to get a penalty. Even that corner I've just gone through now, in time trial, if you take that corner too tight and don't even go on the grass, you're still on the gravel. Sometimes you can still get a penalty for like no reason. You're not cheating or anything, you're just using the circuit and it gives you a penalty, which is a bit weird. But yeah, if you like slightly go on the grass on some corners, it penalises you really, really harshly. So we are on the final lap now. We're in the lead. Dylan is in 2nd. Our Moorland is in 3rd at the moment. And we are trying to keep this gap consistent. It's 3.2 at the moment. And hopefully we can keep it together, not make any mistakes, not crash, not run off and get a penalty. We do not want to do any of those things. And hopefully Dylan won't catch us either. Let's just keep it going. Obviously he's got our Moorland trying to catch him back up again as we go downhill for the final time. Over that jump, wasn't too bad that time, didn't really get airborne, so that was fine. I don't know, he is catching, or is he? Maybe not. I think that gap may have gone up slightly actually. Let's have a look over the split. 3.1, so it's roughly the same. So we are good. That wasn't a very good corner there though. We don't need to push too hard. We've got quite a bit in reserve. Our Moorland has just crashed. So Dylan is safe in 2nd place. But will he catch me? We've only got a few corners left. But he is gaining quite quickly. No, I think that gap's fine. It's still over 2 seconds, I think. We've just got the final 2 corners to go. And finally, it's a win for me in the league. Thank fuck for that. That's definitely going to do my championship a lot of good. So I took the win, followed by Dylan, who came 2nd. Our Moorland managed to hold on to that 3rd place. Pit Bike Rider came home in 4th, Biker was 5th, Moorland 97 was 6th. I've just got to wait a little bit more. F1 Fan was 7th. Wait a little bit more. GSXR Matt was 8th. And we just got the last few. So Brandy Scales ended up in 9th, Gidsy was 10th, and FIFA Master was 11th. So that is the race results. Let's have a look to see what that has done to the championship. So Dylan is still in the lead of the championship. He extends his lead over R. Moorland with 125 points. R. Moorland in second with 107. I move up to third place now with 90 points. Brandy Scales moves down to fourth, 83. Moorland 97 is fifth with 73 points. Pit Bike Rider moves up to sixth with 64 points. Matt moves down to seventh with 59 points. Bike is eighth with 54. F1 Fan is in ninth with 42 points. FIFA Master is 10th with 33. Paradise in 11th with 26. Tempted DJ 12th with 15. Gidsy in 13th with 12 points. And J Par Polos in 14th with 5 points. We'll have a look at the team standings anyway, even though there's no change at all from the last time. So we won't bother going through them because there's no change whatsoever. So that is it, guys. The next race will be at Mugello, back on the GP bike. So team points are up for grabs again. And that will be Monday, the 12th of September. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.